Good morning. Thank you for sharing your time. This is Bernard with BU Life, and just want to share a little bit. It's been a while since I've been on social cam. Yesterday, I was working on my yard, cutting grass. While I was doing the lawn, God was speaking to me in regards to something I teach and share on being neighbors and having brotherly love. Love your neighbor as you love yourself. God began to ask me questions, and I had to be honest in regards to these questions. One was, do I love my neighbors? And I said, yes, Lord, I do. And He said, how relevant are you to your neighbors? Or are they just residents who live close to you? So I paused, because we share in regards to who your neighbor are, your wife, your children, people at church, within your local neighborhood. We say neighborhood, but is it really neighborhood? We say community, yet really, is it community? Because in that there should be love, unconditional, unadulterated love. Even with those who live near us who are dysfunctional, who live lifestyles that we may not agree with. Do you still treat them as your neighbor? Do you love them as you love yourself? Or are you spiteful, resentful, have resentment in your heart towards them, regret that they ever moved in that home or in that apartment, or whatever the case may be? Loving your neighbor as you love yourself really is something that we must take a more in-depth look at ourselves as we look at the man and woman in the mirror. Really challenge ourselves in regards to loving your neighbor. If you have dysfunction within you, you may see that same dysfunction in your neighbor, in the person who lives next to you. Some of the things that we may not agree with may be some of the things that we are dealing with. Not all, but some. And if we have not addressed those things within us, how can we properly address those in others to help with testimony, to share our overcome experience, to share how we made it through, to share how we've got over, to share the love of Jesus Christ. Because God is love. Unconditional, uncontaminated, unadulterated love. I just want to share that briefly. And today we're going to go into a new series talking about a design move of God. Still talking about the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Now, I pray you have a wonderful day wherever you are fellowshipping, wherever you gather, and that you have a wonderful week. And as you engage with those around you, your neighbors, the residents in the next home, the next apartment, really ask yourself, do you really love them unconditionally? Do you really love them with God's love? Or are you just tolerating them? Are you just doing what it takes just to get by, faking it, being a false witness? Have you shared the love of Christ? We're not talking about preaching to them, but shared. Have they tasted God's fruit from you? Or are you like that fig tree that when someone came to eat of what's God's fruit, you were barren? You had no love to share. You had no peace, no long suffering, no understanding, no faith. You don't understand why they live how they live. These are the things we got to work on within ourselves to be transformed by renewing of our minds every day through daily bread. Even your co-workers, they're still your neighbors. So ask yourself, how much do I love myself? Well, that's all I have today. And I pray you have a wonderful day. Feel free to join us online at www.bulife.org, and feel free to email me at bernard@bulife.org. God bless you. I love you with the love of Jesus. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye.